Hi guys, welcome to Boomx Beauty Beat, or welcome back if you're a subscriber. Hey, how you doing? It's great to have you guys here. My name is Laura and my channel is Boomx Beauty Beat. I focus in a little bit more on mature beauty, lifestyle, and self-help topics, but I do throw in some things about my journey on YouTube because I have quite a few YouTuber subscribers and a lot of them are in their first year. I did this one video called Intellifuence, Legit or Scam, and it is one of my biggest videos. And because of that, you know, I want to make sure that I'm reaching out to those of you that are new at YouTube and really want to make a go of it. And I think I have some things to share on some of the pitfalls, some of the things to worry about, and some of the great things about YouTube both. So just hang in there for that. The first thing I'm going to tell you that you need to do is set yourself a budget, because things can go overboard really, really quickly. I spent a good chunk of change this last year on equipment, on upgrading, you know, computer stuff, and because I do makeup, I have purchased ridiculous amounts of makeup to a point where it was stressing me out, and I had to say, whoa. But one thing I can tell you is that you can work around it. You can work around some of the costs involved if you tweak your content a little bit and don't expect yourself to like have every product from every review from everything, and try to diversify so that you can keep the costs in mind, because that can be a little bit daunting in the first year if you're not completely prepared for it, and you need to kind of like map that out and what your spending can be per month for your channel. Just to let you know, some of my best videos, well, a couple of things. First of all, in the beginning, I did a lot of marketing on Facebook. I pushed my videos out to some Facebook groups, and that really helped get the initial kind of 100 subscribers, because it was really brutal the first like 3-4 months. I'm like talking to air, you know, when you have 4 views on a video, it's just like, oh, it's horrible. You can't get the gist of everything so early. So just don't expect too much. You might luck out. It's like kind of, you know, one of those things where you might just hit the right moment in time and the right video and it hits. But for the most part, most of us are struggling our first year, and that's just a reality, and it's totally okay to do so. Just be prepared for it mentally. Next thing I'm going to suggest is just to crank out as many videos as you can. Make them quality, make them good topics, but anything that you are doing for yourself that is working, that you think other people need to know about, those are the ones that are doing the best for me. Just random things. I just found something and I ran to YouTube and I recorded a video and it hit. Well, I mean hit as in a few thousand views instead of like 20 views. So like for me, I'm in menopause, so I talked a little bit about that. That was a great video for me. Some of my issues that I have, like dark circles, or you know, finding the right products for some of my own products that have been my own problems that have been working, those have been great videos. So you have to think about what can you help or advise people on, and that oftentimes can really, really help with your numbers, because there's obviously other people like you. Now, if you hit a topic that is oversaturated, you're not going to see those numbers. But if you're hitting on topics that are not that like talked about, but you think a lot of people need to know about, those are usually the best topics I'm finding to talk about. My other advice is, I know they tell everybody to niche down, niche down. And yes, I agree. Like but I didn't want to just do makeup all the time. I found myself pigeonholed into that makeup corner a lot. I like it, I love it, but I don't always feel like doing it in front of the camera. Sometimes I just want to get ready, and it is my own mental kind of relaxation in the morning to get ready, watch my own YouTube videos that I'm subscribed to, and just chill and get my brain wrapped around the day. And so I can't do makeup every day because I need those kind of mental health days, and I wasn't giving myself enough of those in the last year, and that's where I'll talk a little bit about burnout. Even on topics I thought I was really hitting or doing really well on, or a video I thought was really good, it didn't obviously always hit, and that can be very frustrating. And then looking at other YouTubers, it's easy to compare yourself so much to other YouTubers, what they're doing technically, what, you know, how much money they have to buy new products. All these different things can really wreak havoc on your head. Another thing I want to talk about is that there's a lot of pressure when you're a new YouTuber, when you're trying to support other YouTubers and they're new. You find yourself subscribed to many new and up and coming YouTubers that are kind of as a favor subscribing to you, but then you can find yourself spending all your time trying to watch everyone else's video and not spending enough time thinking about what you need to produce on this channel. So I would call that a little bit of a trap, and it's a dangerous one because it can overextend you mentally, for time, all of these things. So put some support into those YouTubers, but there's nothing saying that you have to watch and comment on every single video that they are doing, because how can anyone keep up to that? You also have to, you know, think about your mindfulness, think about your good exercise, eating, all of these things in your life, your family, all these things. You can't just over soak yourself in the world of YouTube, because it will drain the heck out of your life. So my advice is going to also be not to niche down too much. I know niching is a big deal on YouTube, and yes, you might do well, like as far as numbers are concerned. However, if you're a creator, you need to also give yourself permission to sometimes create. And I was starting to find myself wanting to people please and do what everyone else wants all the time. Follow your gut instincts and don't niche down too much, because you can pigeonhole yourself on a topic that you get really sick of talking about. And then where are you going to be? Because once you get YouTube burnout, it takes a while. It took me a couple months. I had to get off of YouTube for a whole 2 months in order for me to get the desire to want to create again. And during that 2-month period, I saw some videos of mine blossom. I also saw my subscriber count go up. I wasn't producing, I wasn't creating. I was just sitting back, and I almost completely lost faith in the whole process. But because I took that time and saw my channel do some growth, it reinvigorated me. It made me think, okay, I can do this. There is some hope, and I was able to kind of pick up and go again. And now subscribers are really coming in, and viewership is getting better and better and better. Currently, I'm at my halfway mark. So I've half the amount of subscribers that I need and half the amount of viewing time that I need in order to become monetized. So this is a 2-year plan for me to get monetized, and just even if to start to make a little bit of the money back that I invested in my first year into this. If you're not planning on doing you know, a 3 to 5 year track on this thing, and you're putting out money for YouTube, it could be a loss for you unless you're willing to play the long game. So definitely remember that this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is something that's going to take some time. Even if you do have a hit, you have to have subsequent hits for this to be a sustainable thing and ongoing, you know, viewers and stuff like that. I remember getting really kind of, you know how you feel when you're at school and you feel like you're not part of the in-group or whatever? I was feeling like that, really self-esteem issues, as far as like, oh my goodness, nobody's asking me to collab, nobody's asking me to do stuff with them, and I see all these other YouTubers collabing and becoming friends and almost like a clique. And I had to get over that, because, you know, although it's great to do collabs, it's a wonderful process. I had a collab, it was fun. It's not up to other people to make this happen. This is up to you to make happen. You don't need to collab to make it. It is beneficial, it is nice. And it is really nice to make some friends that are like supporters. I can't tell you, I want to shout out Aileen at A Merch Beauty, who wrote to me when I was in my sabbatical. Leanne Dalton from her channel, she wrote to me when I was in my sabbatical. And also Maria from Night Star Beauty. These are people that checked in on me when I was at my lowest and seeing if I'm okay. Am I coming back? How am I doing? They just really genuinely cared about me, which is amazing. So those kinds of things you don't want to let go of, but you don't want to do this just for that, because, you know, like, you have to do it for the love of creating video. And if anything else comes with it, fabulous. You know, it's always good to make friends. It's always good to help out other creators. It's always great. And I encourage you guys to, you know, tell me what your channel's called below if you have a channel, and I will check you out. And other people who are in the comments, check each other out. It's always good. You might find somebody really, really that you totally resonate with, and I just love to see what kind of channel you guys have, and I'll definitely get on there and comment and stuff like that to support you, because I do like to support. Just don't expect me to watch every single video, because there's just not enough time in the day. You really do gotta fake it till you make it, because at first it is such an odd feeling to talk to a strange little box or little square and bring emotion out of yourself when you're not talking to anybody. So this is just a little bit of something you're gonna have to get used to. And, you know, my advice is to do things that make you speak confidently, make you have courage, make you feel like you have something important to say, so that other people will want to listen, join in, because you're a leader. It's really great if you can have a mission statement. Just sit down and have a mission statement. What is your why? Why are you doing this? Why are you creating this channel? If you've got the right reasons and you stick to that whenever things get bad, it might be really a good thing to have, like, put up on a bulletin board or something in your room, so that you can remind yourself when things get tough why you're doing this. And when you veer off into other directions, and maybe into directions that aren't benefiting you, you could always look back and recharge and reset and keep moving forward. Because, you know, sometimes success is just that one more time, just that one more video. So you want to keep plugging away. It's gonna happen if you have the right mindset and you stick to your guns and you're in it for the right reasons and you're authentic. Indulge sometimes, but don't overindulge in your own thoughts and passions and things like that. Always try to come from a place of, how can I help the other person, instead of just, you know, only about you. I find some YouTubers a little bit like, you know, narcissistic in qualities, and I just find them not very relatable. I don't like watching those kinds of channels. I like to watch people who are a little bit more relatable, real, and seem like they have a good heart. So if you're coming from that authentic place, you should eventually get some success, and you also have to be entertaining. Sometimes if you go and drone on for 2 hours and expect people to listen to you, it's too much to expect out of someone else. Yes, and of course we want to earn money at this. You know, YouTube has monetized this whole thing, so we want to make money, and you will make money if you stick with it and you do it for the right reasons, and you keep tweaking yourself, getting better and better and better, and eventually, I promise you, it will come. As long as you make sure they can hear you okay, make sure they can see you okay, make sure that there's nothing too distracting within your video that will make it uncomfortable to watch, and don't drag on. Try to make it as quick, simple, and efficient as you can, because yeah, people and their time is valuable, so you want to make sure that you're giving them the most you can in the shortest amount of time that you can. You know, with the caveat that sometimes a long form conversation like interview form is really, really great. It can go on longer, 2 hours, but when it's just you talking, it's kind of good to keep it tight, because yeah, you can only ramble on so much. The biggest point I'm trying to make with this whole video is I have bipolar disorder, and so I have to really be careful of my mental state, my mental health. As long as I'm sleeping well, exercising, eating well, I could keep it, you know, into relatively good condition. But I can go down, and if I start getting stressed with this or anything like that, you have to watch that, because your health, your mental health, your ability to give something back is only there if you're taking good care of yourself. And if you're over pushing, overworking, overthinking, too much frustration, trying to do too many things, that can really affect your mental health. And also, don't compare yourself to other people. You're uniquely you. You have something special to give, and there's something out there for absolutely every personality, everything that you look like. If you're, you know, beautiful, skinny blonde, or dark and plus size, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. There's somebody out there who wants to watch you, that they can actually relate to you and really get something out of your channel. So I just wanted to say that, all of that, to give you guys encouragement, but also watch out for pitfalls. Be careful of emails that you might get from people who want you to like market their product, or, you know, be an influencer for their product, because a lot of these places that are coming up around the bend now are doing it for their benefit and their benefit only, and you really get very little out of it, if anything. So just watch and watch and watch. If you get an email or anything that is giving you an offer, be really, really careful and check into it, because especially if they don't put your name on the email and it's just spammy. There's a lot of spammy companies out there that are targeting new YouTubers. So be real weary when you get an email. Make sure they're personally interested in your content, you as a creator, that they have the right kind of offer for you. And yeah, don't be taken advantage of, even the least little bit. Be really scrutinizing on all of those kinds of things. I am just going to wrap this up now. So I am so glad that I got those emails or those messages from the other YouTubers encouraging me, worried about me. It gave me an extra boost to come back. I knew I wanted to come back. I just kept having a lot of anxiety around it, and I was having a really hard time coming back. Now that I've come back and busting it loose right now, my subscriber count is going like 5 times faster than it did before. So don't give up. You never know when things are going to hit. Just don't put too much pressure on your first year, and I hope this has been helpful. I would love if you subscribed and liked the video, of course. And I certainly don't mind you putting the name of your channel below. I will not erase your message. Just don't spam anyone else or anything like that, okay? All right, you guys, take care and have a good one, and wishing you the best of luck. We're co-creators and we're in this together. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.